Hey, Facebook guys, friends, family, people from YouTube, people from Instagram, Snapchat, and all of y'all. Alright, so we are outside. It's decent weather. And I know some of y'all are going to put your bike in storage. But the most important thing is, how are you going to get it in storage? You either have to transport it there, roll it in there, or ride it there. Wouldn't you rather ride it there? Me too. So, this was actually requested of me. I got an inbox message asking, well, how do you start your bike? Okay, so that's a good question. Well, there's a couple components, okay? Now, according to MSF, you have the Fine C procedure. F-I-N-E-C. Okay, Fine C. And we're going to go over those steps today, okay? So, I'm going to show you the components that you're going to need to pay attention to today, okay? Alrighty. Here we have the left side of the bike, okay? Okay, to start, you're going to need your key. Second thing, you're going to need a good working ignition switch, okay? Key switch. You're also going to need a fuel selector. This is going to be your regular tank, your reserve tank, and off, okay? Now, it may be worded differently, but those are your typical 3 stages or 3 systems on your fuel line, okay? Because it's directly tied to your fuel hose, okay? This actually, believe it or not, goes right into your gas tank, if you guys can see that. See? Right up in there. So this is what allows the fuel to go into your engine compartment and start the combustion process, okay? So, you're going to need to have this on your bike. You're going to need to have this on your bike. And for those that do have a carburetor, 9 times out of 10, you will have a choke. And this is the symbol, the universal symbol for choke. You guys see that? Right there. Okay? That's your choke. And often it will tell you which direction it needs to be in to be able to run the choke. Okay? Right now, my choke is completely off or disengaged. Okay? If my choke were to be engaged, this is what it would look like. Okay? Sometimes, some of your Honda Shadows guys will have them right in here. And it will be a pull-out knob that you pull out, and as soon as you're ready, you just push it in. Or they have an automatic disengage, where as soon as you pull it out and it has enough fuel and air, it will slowly start to sink itself back into its recessed spot. So you don't have to do nothing. Okay? Alrighty, guys. So now that you've seen the things you need and the spaces and spots that we're going to be talking about, let's go ahead and start your bike. Alright, so, first thing is first. F is for fuel, okay? For Fine C, F is for fuel. You're going to look to make sure that it is on. If it's not, you need to switch your dial, okay? Some of you guys will put it in the off position for winter storage, and some of you leave it on all year round. Personally, I leave mine on all year round, okay? Because on a day like today, it's about 60, 70 degrees, and it would be a decent day to ride. So, I leave it on in case that happens. Okay? It is on. I is for ignition. That means the key needs to be in. Okay? You're going to turn it so you have power. You usually will hear a click that the bike has power. Okay? Now, you're going to mount the bike for N. Does anyone know what N stands for? N stands for neutral. You need to make sure your bike is in neutral, or your clutch is pulled in all the way. Okay? I'm mounted on the bike. As you guys can tell, I have a neutral light and it is lit. It tells me my bike is in neutral. I can let the clutch lever out and not worry about holding it in. So, E is for electric. I'm not entirely sure, but I will get back to you guys on that one. But the next process would be your ignition switch, which means you're ready to hit the ignition, okay? Make sure that it is in neutral and that your hand is away from the clutch lever, all right? You're going to give it one start and let go. Okay? That's it. Your bike is now fully started. Okay? Now, we're going to go over the same process if your bike was running in the cold. Okay? Alright. Check to make sure your fuel is on. Check. Check to make sure you have your key. Check. Insert your key into your ignition switch. Turn your key. Okay? Up here at your choke, at your handlebar, your left handlebar, okay, where your clutch lever is, you're going to engage your choke prior to you starting the bike. This is going to allow more fuel and air mixture to mix together for a richer combustion, okay? Now, with that, go through the same procedure, but we just added that step. You're going to push your ignition. You're going to notice the engine is going to get a little loud. That's because it's revving a little high. The choke is out. Give it a couple seconds and then turn the choke back off. Like this. If done correctly, your bike should be able to stay running without having to ignite it or to push the ignition switch again. Or as people call it, you don't have to crank it up again. So, there you go. My choke is disengaged. I have power. My fuel is on. My pipes are running. The bike is all ready to go. The very next step, tilt the bike up. Put your kickstand back. Your hands, grab your clutch, pull it in, and put it in gear. Give give it a rev to make sure that it's still in gear and that the fuel is still running smoothly. And let your clutch out. There you go. You've officially started your bike. Well, guys, that's all it is to be able to start your bike. Find C. Fuel, ignition, neutral, engine, and choke. That's it, guys. I hope you guys now can and comfortably start your bike having had watched this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a shout in my inbox and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.